What's up, everyone? Good night. Welcome up. I want to bring my buddy, Refugee. What's up, man? And I'm just going to bring everybody at once. I want to bring my friend Ty up in the house. What's up, Ty?
Hey
Good night.
everybody.
What's
And
up,
we
Ty?
have,
What's up, bud?
I don't know if you'd rather me call you James or Cyber Zero.
You can call me whatever, man. I'm with it.
What's up,
Careful.
whatever?
How you guys doing?
Good. How about yourself?
I'm great. I actually had a busy day, but then I just ate dinner, so I'm good to go.
Awesome.
Hello, Christine. Hello, Mrs. Nice. Hello, Crypto Priest. Bishoy. Gene. Randolph. What's up? How you guys doing? Good night, good night, good night. John is not back in here. Just letting you know. I don't know if you want to DM him.
What up, Rudolph?
But yeah, Refugee, what's up, man? Are you good?
Oh,
You all you good?
yeah. Oh, yeah. It's just a busy day getting things done. Try to be everywhere.
Awesome. Good, man. John is back.
We made it back.
Nice.
Now we're looking at you. Jump, man. We don't need to see you jump, John.
Yeah.
Every move, man.
It's not that kind of show.
Wait a
Right?
minute. Where's the tip button? Where's the tip button?
Oh,
When I see his screen back to action, I'll bring him up.
all right.
What's up, guys? Hope you're having an awesome night. We did have a good live last Tuesday. A lot of knowledge was being shared. I'm sure this Tuesday, there it is. Now we can see your
There we
face.
All right, I apologize for that. My bad.
So good, buddy. We had good Tuesday, good live. Showed a lot of good information. People were speaking about it. The feedback was very good. I don't know what you guys said. Did you guys take a look over how you're gonna explain Etherscan? And what was the other topic that metaverse and Etherscan, right?
Yeah, we were going to talk about the metaverse maybe a little bit. I know James was going to do a little demonstration, but he actually he's had a big week, so I'll let him tell you about that.
Yeah. Yeah. My son was born a couple days ago. So literally, I've been in daddy duty. And yeah, it's been pretty crazy. Like, literally, I went from programming every day to taking care of diapers. So that's pretty much been my life the past 3 days since my girl got released from the hospital. And yeah, like next week, I'll probably have something good for you guys. But right now, I'm trying to end damage control where it's like I have a baby and I have to find a place to live. So,
Oh man, that's a tough week. Tell you that much. My week was not like that.
well, you see the smile on my face, man. I approach it with optimism.
Well,
Right.
the one thing you do know is you're going to make it, right? You have to.
Exactly.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, refugee. You know it, brother.
Yep. There's no quit in life.
No sir.
No, there's not. Not when you're a programmer that's been doing it for 25 years.
Exactly.
Good. That's good.
I'm making a tweet right now so we can do the giveaway.
But yeah, I'll have some juicy stuff for you, Junior. I was actually going to think about doing a demo where we do the metaverse with your logo in the background. So you'll be able to have some cool stuff to show off for a metaverse for yourself.
Awesome, man. I like the idea. I like it.
You know, it's so weird to see all this metaverse come out in real life and into a blockchain because I've been living in a metaverse all my life in my head. So I can finally get to apply a lot of my stuff.
Oh, so am I.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, I'm right there with you, refugee. Like it's like building blocks.
Yeah.
I'm creating the tweet right now. We are live, so people can like and retweet, so they can participate on the giveaway. Tonight we're having two giveaways. We're gonna do one. It's gonna be the rug screener, and the other one it's gonna be one NFT, which I'm gonna show it to you guys in about a second. Hold on. The refugee also here. What's up, man? Guys, by the way, while I create this tweet, while we're talking about this, I want to know if you guys have any questions. Think about the questions that you have. Last week, you guys were on fire. Very good questions that you guys did ask. So just keep that in mind. Let us know if you have any questions. But yeah, so about the metaverse, what are you most excited about, James?
The biggest thing that I'm excited about right now is probably how we're going to develop the metaverse and how we're going to develop our NFT marketplace.
What do you like the most in metaverse? Why is metaverse important to you?
The metaverse is important to me because I feel like if we give people the tools and the utilities to build their own creativity, we'll find there's a lot of creative artists out there that we didn't know about before. And it would really expand our ecosystem just on the standpoint of creativity. You know, everybody's looking to make money off of something, but nobody's actually trying to give people the tools they need to make their own money. But we figure if we make you money, you can make us money. So in a sense, we're trying to create a metaverse that is perpetual, almost like Minecraft, where you create a really cool world and somebody be interested in buying that.
Give a man a fish.
And you can do it with our tools.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
You're essentially giving a man, you're either giving a man a fish or you're giving him a fishing pole. Giving that person the ability to know how to do this themselves, to earn themselves, is teaching him how to fish, and you won't have to help him for the rest of his life once he learns how to fish. So
exactly.
Good job.
Exactly. And it benefits you as a ship sailor that literally ships fish. So, literally what I'm trying to do is give people the tools, the poles, the lures, anything they need to dig in there where they can literally use their own cryptocurrency for their own metaverse, and we can connect them together because DeFi is about connecting securities together. And, I never separated myself from that, but I've noticed over the last 6 months, everybody else has when it comes to projects. So literally what I'm trying to do is bring that back together, bring that fabric back together, because when regulation steps in, the SEC steps in, we should all be a tight-knit family. We should all be trying to succeed together instead of trying to pick each other apart.
Yes.
Guys, that's the NFT. We are gonna do the giveaway tonight, which is one from the collection of Rise Up.
Was that a cyberpunk? What?
That's a koi punk.
It's a koi punk. It's like a cyberpunk, but only cooler because it's from us.
It's a better one. It's gonna be worth more in the future.
All right. And I would also throw in that if anybody who does receive that, I would also throw in a shirt, a Rise Up shirt with that. So
there you go. Very nice.
Yeah.
And I say that because I want to relate it so that people will see, most people will see an NFT and not understand the concept of what an NFT is, right? Even a pixelated picture like this, they don't understand the importance of what a digital set of numbers represents. They're what, and if the cyberpunks are 32 pixels, right? 32 pixels, and imagine how much value is in each one of those pixels when your computer holds billions and billions. The numbers are absolutely amazing.
you have to also look at how our growth goes as a company. As we grow as a company, that's our version 1 NFTs. Like, that was before me, it predates me, but at the same time, I want to offer people who have these NFTs something extra. So when I build this metaverse, they're going to get something that's probably 3D representation of the NFT that they got. And the reason why I want to do that is because utility is not really something that people focus on a lot. But at the same time, at the end of the day, you're going to want to be able to use that NFT and put it on your wall and show it off to other people. And I feel like if I developed a new platform that was 3D based, we can pull all those NFTs in. We could pull other people's tokens in. And most importantly, you can create your own e-commerce through the metaverse that is dedicated to your token. Not just our token, but your token. You can literally switch currencies. So if this currency is in Shiba Inu, like, that's what you're going to invest in. And, you know, we want to help everybody. This is DeFi. You know, we're trying to provide security and education, and we're not trying to stir people away from anybody else. But at the same time, we want people to understand that doing your own research is important. So at the end of the day, Rise Up is not just trying to secure your financial future. We're trying to educate you on how to get that financial future security.
Guys, I'm going to share with you on the screen. That's the tweet you got to like and retweet in order to participate on the NFT and the rug screener giveaway. Also the shirt, right? So make sure you like and retweet, and make sure you're following all the people that are tagged on that tweet so you can participate, okay? Just letting you all know. I'm going to show it once again, the NFT, which was, hold on, there it is. I like it. I have one of those from the collection for myself, and Refugee Nell right on top. It does look similar to CryptoPunk, so I like it. When I actually saw CryptoPunk, I was like, that is so retarded for an NFT. Why would I buy that?
It's cliche. Dude, it's cliche. Like, I've argued with Davey for hours over this, and I literally said it was cliche. But yo, Davey, back when this started, you know, it was infant. So you have to think back from a year ago when Rise Up even started to really get the idea that, you know, they were trying to offer something different. Yeah, I believe it. Like, I'm just saying
is, when I first saw Cyberpunk, that NFT, that it's not the same one, but you know, it's in 3D as well, and I mean 2D, right? And I was like, why would I buy that? And then I was looking into what really is an NFT and what really is art, right? Why would I buy like a painting? Why would I buy other things? Because NFT is even better. It's not only art, but it also, most of them has utility as well. So there's a lot of things into the NFT, right? But I like it. Now I like that kind of NFTs. And I guess CryptoPunk opened up the doors for that type.
If I had to say anything in regards to like OpenSea NFTs and stuff, man, look at your utility. Look at what that NFT is going to do in the future. Because if it's not going to do anything, it's just going to sit there. You're a collector at that point. You're like a stamp collector. So what I try to tell people when it comes to NFTs is look for the prime utility. If that company or ideal has future plans, kind of like VV did for their collectibles, they literally took it to a blockchain event. Like, dude, like, you got to keep going at that, because when you keep going at that, it gives you prosperity for the future. You know, this short-term shit that we see all the time, I'm sorry to use the language, but the short-term stuff that we see is literally not going to survive, because most of those owners are just trying to make a quick bucks. They're not trying to prosperity anything. They're not trying to grow anything. They're just trying to give you something and walk away so they don't have to maintain it. Whereas what we're doing at Rise Up is we're literally trying to make a utility out of everything we do. So if there's any way that we have wiggle room to make an NFT more than what it is, we're going to do it. We'll send you a shirt with your NFT logo on it. That's how we're rolling.
Just let me know. I can do that all
That's
day.
what I'm saying. Like, that's how we're rolling here at Rise Up. We're trying to give people more than what they pay for, because at the end of the day, our liquidity pool still grows. And by that growing, it helps our marketing. It helps all of our development. And we're an honest company. You know, we can prove every cent we spend. And we're out there to try to prove to people that there can be legitimate projects on the blockchain and you can have confidence. You know, all this confidence and unsurety and like even the stock market, like it's not necessary. If you have trust in the company you're investing in, it goes a lot further. Whereas you're trying to look short term and trying to pump and dump, you're not going to get anywhere, man. Like it's just the reality of what we live in.
Yeah, but speaking of the NFTs, I like them. Now I look at NFTs in a different way. I actually like to collect NFTs because in the future, in the metaverse, I want to have my own space on the metaverse, and I'll use those NFTs to be part of, my new home or whatever it will be. So I'm looking forward for that period of time, right? Not just,
Yep.
NFT like collecting, but like the day that you're gonna walk in a city in a metaverse, you're gonna have your home, you're gonna have things inside of it, your arts or whatever it is. I'm looking forward for that moment. So I look NFTs as a different view, I would say like that now.
Yeah, and you should. I mean, NFTs should have a utility beyond what they are. So if you buy an NFT and it's say $3,000, you should at least get a $15 shirt in there. Like, there's no reason why somebody can't afford $15. Yo, Refugee is over there. He's pimping right now. He's showing us his nipples, and I'm just like this guy's wild because he uses whiteboards just like I do.
I was muted. My bad. I got a free
bro.
tattoo with my NFT. So
Oh, that's what I'm saying. Like, there you go, man. Utility. That's utility.
Now he's showing his nipples.
Yeah. Maybe I was wrong, John. Maybe it is that kind of show.
Yeah, it is. It's not an NF show, but it's an NF nipple show.
Yeah, there you go.
An NFT show. There we go. I guess a lot of context was missing when my mic was muted, right? I was like, "What's this guy doing?"
It's just.
Yeah, but I know, Refugee, you're a guy like me, man. I see all those whiteboards behind you, dude. I'm the same way. You can ask John. I have whiteboards all around my room. That's how I draw ideas. That's how I plot ideas. Like, you don't execute without a plan. You just don't.
You gotta have vision, man. Success always requires.
Yeah, you
vision.
do. It does.
That's how I see it. I knew James for about 12, 13 years, and he's been in programming the whole entire time that I knew him. And he said that, listen, I'm gonna take off, gonna make my company, and I'm gonna go from there. And then he created this company, and he came to me. He was like, listen, I'm gonna create my company. And I'm like, listen, you just need to be put more into the depth of crypto, because what you're doing is going to utilize crypto even more. And then boom, he just exploded from there. He did his thing. You know what I mean? He learned it. He didn't even know when he came in.
That's great.
He learned it, and within a year, he's just learning and progressing from that thought process. So he's doing really well. So this is not even a year of him doing what he's supposed to. Just imagine when he's there after 2-3 years. You understand what I'm saying? He's very advancing. So I appreciate that in that aspect.
Yeah, and the one thing that crypto is allowing everybody to do is to meld their minds together with great ideas and have the cumulative ideas and thought processes of everybody from around the globe at the touch of our fingers, right? So the cross platforming and the collaborations between people and projects and businesses can expand this entire earth through a video camera. So
is somebody cooking inside a truck going backwards? Because I just keep hearing.
Oh, that's probably the timer. My wife's cooking.
Somebody tried it on the reverse.
yeah. I think that was the oven timer.
No, it's good. It's good, Ty. I was just trying to figure
I'm
it out.
smelling from over here. What you eating? Yeah, what you eating?
I already ate.
Oh,
I had Italian beefs tonight. So
I
it
want
must
to
be
bring
nice.
up.
I haven't had dinner before a YouTube stream yet, so I'm about to start practicing eating before.
Yeah, I would even say I ate dinner. I swallowed the food.
Yeah, me too.
So,
me too.
I
ate it real quick.
The one and only Saitama Empress.
Hey.
Hello. Good evening.
How's it
Good,
going?
thank you.
How
are
you doing, girl?
Doing great. Hey, Junior, Refugee, Ty. Nice to see you again.
Good to see you too.
John.
Hey, how you doing?
Who is this? How do I say this name on the end?
You said it right. I'm usually behind scenes. I work
Cyber
with
Zero.
everybody.
Yes.
Nice to see you guys.
By the way, before I forget, whenever you can, if you're not following, make sure you're following Empress Education YouTube channel. Also, make sure you're following Rise Up YouTube channel. Empress Education. You just go there, put Empress Education, and then you're gonna find her. Look at her face, and you're gonna remember. And then,
And how about
you can also?
Yeah, you can't forget.
I was gonna say, how about each one of you guys just call out your call tag on Twitter? That way, everybody knows what your call tag is to follow on Twitter. So we'll start with you, Miss Empress.
Yeah, I already made the tweet.
That's an easy one. @ Saitama Empress.
Okay, and for you, Ty, you're muted. You're muted.
Sorry, I'm at Ty for Rise Up.
At Ty for Rise Up.
TY, the number 4, and Rise Up.
Ty for Rise Up.
No, what's the Rise Up YouTube channel we're speaking about?
Well, it's because we don't have a custom URL yet. So for me to speak it, you'd have to put it up. Hold on.
Let me check it out. If I put Rise Up.
And what's your call sign, Mr. John?
No, it's not Rise Up official.
My call sign is for Twitter is at Mr. Gomez 420.
At Mr. Gomez. All right.
But listen. I'm just gonna say when you do the Gomez, the O is a number 0 and the E is a 3.
Mm-hmm.
That's how it's
Yeah, and 420 is his area code.
Yeah, that's my yes.
Yeah, nobody was thinking about the Gomez part.
Yeah, okay. What about you, James, Mr. Cyber Zero? What's your call sign?
I'm at Cyber Zero. Just like my name spelled on here, it's at Cyber Zero.
All right. Thank you very much, gentlemen and lady.
Cyber Zero.
Empress, do you happen to have a YouTube page open? I hear some returns.
I do. I close it. I'm busted.
Oh, okay. So I think it was you. It's good. It's
Yeah,
good.
it was me.
Okay.
Thing is, I'm looking for the chat and I can't find the chat on the screen here, so I was trying to.
I don't know why some guests can see it and others can't. Let me figure it out.
So, guys, I'm very sorry. I'd love to say hello to you in the chat or even see your messages. I can't. So, hi everybody. I know Christine is there for sure.
I'll put it up in the comments for you, but I'm trying to find.
I'm not even seeing that. Maybe it's on my end. Let me see.
Yo, Ty, your food's done.
I'm trying to find
My food's been done. That's my kid's food.
Okay. Now I can see the comments. Great. I just can't write anything, unfortunately.
Hold on 1 second. I can find through the message.
Don't laugh too much, but I'm on 2 calls at the same time.
Rise Up Financial. Okay.
I'm listening to Russ speak right now.
Is he still on the AMA?
No, there's something else going on.
Okay.
Okay, okay, there we go. By the way, you guys are not gonna leave now, so let me just show it to you. Rise Up's YouTube is. Oh, let me go back. How do I go back? Oh, it's this one right here. It says. Rise Up Financial LLC. Rise Up Financial LLC. So you're gonna type that in, and it's gonna show up here. Rise Up Financial LLC, and then you just click on it. That's Rise Up's YouTube. Also, Empress Education. And it appears the first one right here. You just click and follow as well. Okay, help it out the other channels. Appreciate it. What's up, everyone? Yes, Cheesy, thank you for coming up on the space today. It was very good. Hey, Empress. Everybody's saying hi, Empress. People testing Cedar Pro.
Hi,
Love
everybody.
it.
Hey,
Yes,
Mika. Randolph.
John left. Oh, he got disconnected. Just letting you guys know. Empress. Hello, beautiful Empress, Junior, Refugee, John, Ty, and Sab. I hope that beautiful,
Hello, handsome Junior.
I hope it wasn't just for Empress.
I want handsome in front of my name.
Hey, handsome Refugee.
It's handsome Ref. You got to make it short, like handsome.
Oh, excuse me, handsome Ref.
Handsome Ref.
Hey, handsome Hefe.
Get it right, man.
Let me ask you a technical question, since we are speaking about metaverse. Will we have to? How can I elaborate this? Will we have to take precaution on the metaverse? Are there going to be steps that we have to go over to be secured on it? Write down your seed phrases for your wallets and all of that, So we got to do that for the tokens. Now, metaverse, how is it going to work?
It wouldn't be any different than Web3. I mean, there are malicious sites out there for Web3 that if you connect your wallet, they'll steal all your tokens. So you can't be beyond that, because literally we rely on the RPCs and APIs that they provide for Web3 when it comes to securing the metaverse. So we're on the backbone of something that has some security flaws in it, and it's something that's going to have to evolve. We need to secure Web3 better, in the sense that there's some type of verification for the original creator of the Web3 application. And I believe that's on the horizon, because, there could be malicious sites. Like, I can literally send you a link to a site and you connect your wallet to it and I steal all your tokens. So that means that Web3 has its security vulnerabilities in it. It's just how you mitigate them is the question.
I see. So it's pretty much, I'm going to have to take those steps before I go in the metaverse.
Yeah. Only go with trusted sources. Ty asking me for a list of things that we should look out for security vulnerabilities. One of the biggest things that I have to say is do your Google research. If you go onto a site and it says connect your wallet, don't connect your wallet until you've done your research. There's Reddits that will literally tell you people that have been scammed before you. So you try to stay away from that by doing your own research. That's what DYOR is to begin with. If you're not doing that on a basis of even outside of crypto, you could run into problems. You could have Trojan horses on your phone because of apps that you downloaded for your kid. So
when you're speaking of metaverse, imagine when you're actually digitally in the metaverse and you're going through that stuff. There's going to be scam stores, scam sites, scam blocks that you walk past, and you may get, just like in the real world, you may walk past a house that you don't want to go into, even though it may entice you. Come in.
Right. Do you want some candy? Get in my van.
Yeah.
Like, literally, it'll take you to somebody else's metaverse and to rape your wallet.
James, I want you to make a metaverse of me with 50 pixels, and it has to be a white van that says free candy.
Free candy on the side. That's good. But yeah, like that's stuff that you have to worry about, because these APIs are literally application based. So, it's still web at the end of the day. You're looking at HTML5 probably because of JavaScript's upgrades. But at the end of the day, like literally, you're still relying on a web browser. There's an implemented web browser. Even if you use curl, you're still curling HTML data. So you're always going to be vulnerable to this. And when I seen JavaScript take over as a Web3 font, I thought it was a bad idea because I grew up in the age of the 90s where I learned programming and everybody said JavaScript was a security vulnerability off the gate. And these new generation of kids are all using this, and I'm just like shaking my head going, there's just so many flaws and not enough updates. And that's going to be a problem for it in the future.
Isn't it amazing to hear the term JavaScript after when did it come out? 93, 92?
Yep. Yep. In the early 90s. Yep.
It's amazing to see it 25, 30 years down the road. It's still being used and it's still pertinent. It's core based just like C++ and stuff too. And it's funny that you say that because with the development of Web3, it reverts back to something better, something before, because it's a little bit more easier for people to understand and develop from, besides the new thing that's on the street. I don't know how long it's going to take for everybody to implement something new. And I'm also wondering, what's the next web browser going to be that's going to support blockchain, specifically for blockchain, just for metaverse? So
I mean, honestly, I've been working on that since 2003. So I'm going to say the stuff that I've been working on with Arc3D is literally a browser, but it's an OpenGL based browser. So when you go to a domain, those name servers are based on my DNS, not ICANN anymore. So you're not getting a .com, you're getting an actual keyword, kind of like AOL, except it points it to a metaverse. And that's been the goal since number one, like before cryptocurrency even emerged. Like I've been working on this problem for a long time. So now that cryptocurrencies emerged and everybody's like the metaverse this, the metaverse that, I literally have the software ready to accomplish that with 1 million clients connected. So Unreal Engine is just a chip off the block. Once I have the R&D funding that I need, I am literally going to go into the stratosphere, because I believe that 1 million clients is very possible and we can all interact with each other. So when you go to bestbuy.com, you're no longer walking a 2D page, you're walking a 3D page, and you can literally pick up the item and look at it. And I can talk to you, Refugee, or I could talk to Empress or anybody else who's in that store with me looking at the same item and go, do you think this is a good buy? And that consensus and that input is going to change your determination on how you make a purchase.
The things you say, how long you've been working on it. Are we speaking to the next Al Gore? I mean, are you going to create the next internet that we have?
I mean, you can joke about that shit, but literally, I've been working on it. I have an alpha build of Anubis, which is Arc3D Anubis, and I've been working with 3D shaders longer than Unreal Engine. Yeah, so I can tell you now that I have experimental software that literally does this stuff already. So it's frameworks now, man.
Yeah, some people may not realize the importance of who they're talking to and what you're saying right now. As far as you're actually saying. Yeah.
And dude, I worked behind the scenes. I didn't have the publicity. I didn't have Twitter. I didn't have none of this stuff I have now. So now I have a platform. I've been only at it for 6 months, and literally I'm working with Universal Music Group. I'm closing some big deals with some big artists. And I'm going to tell you right now that I'm not playing games. I'm not holding no prisoners, and all the software that I've literally built over the last 10 years is about to be released in order.
You just basically built a
Somebody
digital
just asked a question that I don't even know what an elixir is.
But I mean, I've been working in C++ early in the 90s, so I went from C++ to C#. I started working with OpenCL, which was a version of OpenGL that was for C#. And then I started working with Microsoft Games, and I was part of the Xbox development crew. I helped develop EverQuest Online for the PlayStation. And I'm going to tell you right now, man, like, I'm not somebody that's a normal developer. I'm somebody that tries to be creative and think outside the box. I build experimental software. So when you come up with an idea on a napkin, I'm that guy that develops it and tells you what's wrong with it.
Awesome, man. I mean, your project, the Rise Ups project, right?
Yep.
It's something I would say solid because the tokens usually they break within the first weeks. So you guys already have. It's just like a small company, a startup, right? And usually the companies they
Yep.
break in a year. So tokens are like faster than that. Maybe a week or
Yeah.
so,
And
right? But since
and not just to mention tokens, like outside that, like what you don't understand is I came into Rise Up as Mach 3 Software LLC. I was already a company when I approached Rise Up. I said to Rise Up, I said, I can turn these guys into a company and I can make you a profitable company. The idea has never changed. I came into Rise Up. I restructured our company. I turned us from a team into a team that worked together because we didn't have that support. Literally, team members were going at each other's necks all the time. We couldn't have that. We had to develop a professional environment. I brought Ty on as the leader of marketing. This guy has been killing it. You know, John, that's another guy that's been building our t-shirts and stuff. Like we literally have restructured our entire company.
so
And
you hold on. Let me ask you a question. So you and John, you part of the algorithm. I'm just gonna put it like that. And Ty is up front in the marketing. Is that it?
yep, yep.
Yes.
And ties in marketing. Davey still does our investigations. I mean, he's not available right now because he lives in Belgium, and you know his time difference is so crazy to ours. We're on the east coast of New York, so you know it's a little bit different for us. But at the same time, we have our U.S. operations that we handle, and we're working on realty right now in Virginia Beach. So once we have that property, I'm going to say that things are going to rapidly change. I wanted to come on here tonight to not just discuss my new son that I have, Jordan. He's only 4 days old, but to talk about Who's Connected, which is also a PC application I've been working on that literally detects malwares and different types of applications that are unsafe. So I'm
Tell me
literally
about
trying to create a security company that literally will provide you the resources or anything you need on your phone or on your computer that will tell you if you have a malicious application on there. Because right now, as it stands, we're dealing with an ecosystem that's pretty crazy. This ecosystem will eat you up and chew you out, like literally. Like you can download an app for your kid and it'll steal your wallet credentials. That's how insecure everything is right now, and it's kind of sad to deal with. You know, that's something to be really concerned about. You know, people walk around with confidence, but I see this on a daily basis. I can hack into government websites with ease because of the fact they use HT access from 1998. And, you know, I try to explain this stuff to people and they don't want to listen. You know, they're naive about it. But,
you.
you know, with Rise Up's a security and education. So it gives me that platform that I can talk on and explain this stuff so people understand it, because you can go on YouTube and learn how to DDoS somebody. You can go on
I
YouTube and learn how to use CVEs. So,
I,
you
I
know,
used to not really trust
yep,
all of what hackers could do. Just gonna put it like that. I used
yeah.
to not
But
really believe, and then I have a friend of mine who he works with computers, algorithm, and all that. And
yeah, but
he
yeah,
went over a restaurant one day, and he was nice enough to call the manager and was like, "Hey, man, if I were you, I would switch it up your connections or the wires you use, whatever he said it was." And then the guy didn't listen to him, right? So later on, he told me he went back to the same place and he just ordered many things, and which was nice of him, by the way. But he ordered many things, and he was just putting on other people's tables for them to pay for it. So when he left, he paid for a very small amount and left. And he
well,
told me he got mad and did that just so the guy could learn and see what he was saying. He was before the day before was true. So when he
yep.
told me that, I was like, oh
Well,
wow, it's some of the small little
well,
things that some because I guess not many people know about it. So they, whoever it's not a technical guy, they don't believe you can get it on into a Wi-Fi network or something like that. So
Well, let me put it to you this way, Refugee. If you had a Wi-Fi network called Refugee, I could literally type in Refugee, create my SSID as Refugee, and whoever tries to log into your network, I just captured your password to your network, so now I'm in your network. And I could do a DNS scan and scan every computer on your network for IP ports that are open, and then literally attack you from vectors.
Okay, now let me test how big of a nerd you were representing an analogy like that from what 19? Well, I don't know, when did Motorola come out with the brick phone?
I had that phone.
Yeah,
I had that phone, bro.
I still have my bag phone somewhere from the car.
Yeah, so do I. I have a Nokia bag phone.
Do you remember with Motorola?
Is that the Razr, the one that flip open?
Yeah. Yep. It's the brick. It's like a heavy brick, bro.
What you're describing was a little hack in the regular the cellular spectrum with Motorola phones that you can program *686845#, and you can clone somebody's frequency. And when somebody's phone actually got a phone call, you would get the same phone call because you're intercepting.
Yeah.
Security.
It was cloning men's. Yeah. You were cloning men's.
Yep. People don't realize how. And the thing is, a lot of these backdoor hacks that they're usually looking for, they're looking for old technology in order to apply the same hacks to them that's still relevant today. Like I said, JavaScript all this around now.
Yep.
You never know. Some people
I started out as a fracker.
Oh,
yeah, I actually started out as a fracker. So I started hacking telephones when I was like 7 with a whistle from the Captain Crunch toy. So literally I was like on the edge of that stuff with the blue boxing and the red boxing and all that other stuff. Like that's how I learned about hacking.
When I was 7, man, I was outside playing soccer, bro.
I did that too, but I was mainly on my computer. I had a Commodore 64, so I used to write my own applications for it, and it was pretty exciting.
Yeah, you had to.
Ty.
Didn't have no internet.
Yeah, I mean, and that's when you had a 64 too, and if you wanted something, you had to build it.
Since we're speaking of security and you're the marketing guy, what's the major thing that I wouldn't say what scares you, on the DeFi space, but what's something that opens your eyes and you're like, this is something serious that it happens a lot, and it's ridiculous how people don't know or how they don't do it. What's something that it always gets your attention?
I think just being too trusting, to be honest. It really comes down to a lot of people. They'll say do your own research, and they say they do their own research, but they don't, and they just go with their gut, and then they're surprised when it doesn't work out. One of the things that James touched on earlier that I'd like to say about too is that, do your own research. It's not just about researching the coins. It's about researching security measures. It's about researching different things that are going on within the space that aren't necessarily just the projects. You need to research. You need to know about your wallet. You need to know about how blockchains work. You need to know, because if not, then what happens when you do your research and you ask a dev a question, but you don't know what the answer is supposed to be? So how in the world, what good is the question, if you can't understand the answer? And I think a lot of times, like I said, people just kind of follow what other people tell them and don't take the time to actually learn how to do their own research. It's said a lot, but not very few, but a lot of people do not know what it actually means. They just say it. And they think that means I went on their website and they had a pretty cool looking website, so I did my own research.
But if you're a newbie, I'm just gonna put it like that. What can you do besides going on YouTube to research the token, going onto the website and looking up something on Telegram or Discord? Like what's something that you would do if you're a newbie, right? And you're trying to research a token.
Well, first of all, obviously, I'm going to say the rug screener, of course, is one of the first things I'm going to say is learn is, and that goes beyond just rise up. You need to learn what securities are out there. Like I said, before you start buying tokens, you need to understand what you're dealing with. Because you buy tokens, your tokens go up, you make millions of dollars, and somebody steals it. Where are you? What have you done? You know, you have nothing. You're right where you were before, even in a worse case, because you had to spend money to buy tokens in the first place. So,
but I feel like people are not gonna. I'm just gonna put it like that. People are not gonna do a study like they're going to college, many classes, many hours to figure it out. You know what the crypto space is. I don't know if that's just me, and when I got in,
no, it's not just you. And to be honest with you, a lot of times those aren't necessary. To be frank, I guess those aren't necessarily the people we're talking to. Just not that we don't want everyone to learn, but some people just aren't interested. And I can't make them do the work. I can sit there and tell somebody the same thing 100 times, but if they're not going to do the work, it's not going to do any good, right?
No, I mean,
you know, I understand that it's something we wrestle with all the time, and that there are just gamblers in the space, and you know, but they get just as upset as everyone else when they lose their money, even though they didn't do the due diligence. You know, so it's kind of, you have to understand your risk. I think the very first thing you need to do as an investor is understand what your risk tolerance is, what you can afford to lose, not just monetarily, but mentally. Because some people, it's not about breaking your bank account. It can mentally tear you down. You can still have money, but just the losses and the things that happen can tear you down. I think that's the first thing that anybody needs to do is understand what their risk tolerance is, because at the end of the day, that's what should make your decision. Because if you know what your tolerance is, basically, if you lose, you knew that was a chance, and you took it. You know, so that's how you decide your projects. Because I can't, you know, nobody can pick your projects for you, because my risk tolerance, to be honest with you, I don't have a very high tolerance for risk. I don't take a lot of risk. Research is pretty easy for me 90% of the time, because I usually don't get very far into it. And it's like, all right, too many red flags, not even worth asking questions. I'm moving on. There's too many projects out there. And yeah, of course, sometimes you miss on the pumps, but then if you pay attention, a lot of times they may pump, but if you don't time it right, you still lose, because it was never a long-term project. I'm looking for long-term. I'm looking for something that's going to be there that I don't have to time just perfectly. Now, I'm not saying I don't throw a few bucks here and there at some things, just playing with it. But I absolutely understand that is no better than a lottery ticket, and my chances of that winning are very low. And the chances of me not making anything back are very high. And I think everybody needs to understand that risk. Know yourself as an investor is the first thing you need to do.
Well, even with those limits set in for like loss, you know, when you walk away, some people don't know when to walk away. Make sure you know when to walk away. And even when sometimes people see something and they're so desperate for that to work, even though they've never done the research, they have a hope there that logic says that cannot be there. So they go out and they put more fiat on it, and they lose even more, because they're not understanding and they don't know what they're doing. That's lack of researching what you're putting into. So,
and some you know, the scam projects, I mean, they're confidence men, and that's what they do, is they make you feel comfortable spending more money. That's what they are about. That's one of the things I like to point out. You know, when I first got into crypto, a lot of the things people were saying is, you know, look at their website. Is it a nice website? Is it not a nice website? Is it this? Is it that? I'm not saying you don't look at their website, but what I'm saying is that scammers know how to build nice websites to fool you and look good, because that's what they're all about.
What I'm trying to give to people is, if they're into crypto, they will later on figure it out what the rug screener is and all of that, and amazing. But if they don't know the rug screener and they, you know, want to research, I feel like people go to YouTube and Twitter, right? And sometimes Google, go to the pages and all that. So, like, what is the way that if I'm new and I don't know how to DYOR, do your own research, and where can I go? Like, how can I figure that out? There are like some tips, like go to Discord, and if you see people talking like that, it's wrong. Then what's something that the new people in crypto they can what can it be like a red flag for a newbie, right? What's some I've got that question and I can't answer. I'm thinking about it and I can't answer. Like, how would they know? How would they know that? Like, I don't know.
Some of it is luck, to be honest. I'm not going to lie. Some of it is the fact that, because yes, there are people out there who will help you. We're one of them. But that even in itself includes doing some research. So you got to look for the help. If you look for the help, it's there. There's plenty of people out there to help. Just be careful, because make sure that the people you're listening to aren't saying connect your wallet and aren't saying do this and do that, because there's a lot of scammers that are under the guise of we're going to help you. That's why every time you mention anything to do with anything, you start getting all on Twitter. You start getting all the Trust Wallet, the centers that'll help you for Trust Wallet, all this, the Help Center, Trust Wallet, and the MetaMask, and all. As soon as you mention it, they start, and those are all, they're all scams. So you have to be careful. But like I said, if you don't do some research, I don't know. I mean, it's just a process of just learning the hard way sometimes, I guess, because even that includes, like James said, you got to Google something. You're not just going to, or you got to go into search something on YouTube. So that's research, I mean, it's the beginning at least.
But like when I tell people, like, what do I look up on the tokens that I want to buy? First, I look at the chart. If it's a new token, of course, you can't really look at the chart. Then I would definitely look at, the community, who's behind, and how long they've been there, and what other projects those leaders have been before, right? And you kind of try to figure out what happened before that, right?
Exactly.
For me, that's a way of knowing if a project is good. I go to the community and I see who's the community, who's behind. But okay, let's see. I don't see a red flag on that, right? Let's say I go to a community where I don't see a red flag on people there. Then what's something else that I can go and have a feeling on a temperature, if it's like hot or cold? In speaking of being a rug pull.
Now, if you're speaking of a token that hasn't launched yet, so now you don't have any block. All you can really go by is history. I mean, you really don't have. You have the personal history of the people involved. A lot of times, if they're not proud of their history, then that's a red flag. If somebody is hiding things or doesn't want to say what projects they were once in or anything like that, then that's clearly going to be a red flag. Making sure they know what they're doing, obviously, is something, but the only way you're going to know that is to know what you're doing, right? So like I said, that once again, that falls back into you need to do a little bit of research on your own, because a lot of the red flags mean little to nothing without some context. I mean, a red flag is just a red flag unless you know what it means, and I believe that, devs, just be careful of the quick talkers, people that seem to have an answer for everything, that and I don't mean in a good way, an answer for everything. You want to have an answer for everything, but they need to make sense. Some people just talk, and then other people just listen. And it doesn't matter. If it didn't make any sense, it doesn't matter, because they want to hear what they want to hear. I just keep an open mind. I think that beginners should start with, to be honest, established tokens and coins to start with. Not that they can't lose in those, but it's a lot less. I mean, for a beginner to try to get in on launches, they're begging to lose some money. I mean, because there's a lot of ways to lose money on a launch, even a fair launch. And just because if it's not done properly, if you don't understand, what kind of bot mechanisms they have and all that, it can go a long way.
Chances are 99% you're gonna lose money.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I mean, I would, newbies should start with the coins they know already, that are established coins. I'm not saying they can't go down or even die. Look at Luna. But it's much less likely than it is for a token. The average token, like you said, I think the average token is less than a few months, if not less than that. I mean, it's pretty low. It depends on it's different depending on the blockchain for sure.
Yeah, just make sure your vision of your investment is not short term and it's long term. So when it comes down to it, things are going to happen. You're going to have ups and downs. Everything's a roller coaster. So when something goes down, it doesn't mean it's the end. I even know, say Tom and Mask, they dealt with that with, glitches in their app and things like that. Things like that happen. There's no reason to create FUD over it. This is something that happens in the crypto community as you're innovating and trying to evolve. So you're never going to be able to evolve without saying, hey, we tried this or we tried that. You have to kind of take the shot. And that's what makes it kind of dangerous for all of us, is the fact that we're in uncharted territory. We really are. And, people see it as a pyramid scheme. They see it as a Ponzi scheme. People are saying all this stuff, but yet a lot of those people that are saying that stuff don't understand what we're doing. And the reason why they don't understand what we're doing is because we haven't really tried to show them. We're just like, oh, well, we got utility for this. And they're like, what the hell is utility? And that's, yeah. Yeah, like Refugee knows what I'm talking about. Like literally, you have people that are completely out of touch. Like they don't even understand crypto at all. They're like, yeah.
It's not that they're dumb or they're stupid. It's just they've never been shown the information, and they've never been taught how to interpolate the information to understand.
Exactly.
They don't want to know.
Mm-hmm. Some people just don't want to know. You can't teach.
Yeah, that's where it comes in. Like I said, you need to know who you are as an investor. Some people are here like it's Vegas. And that's what their plan is. It's Vegas, and that's the way they're going to play it, and they don't care. Yep. Now,
they think they're Jordan Belfort.
Even when you go to Vegas, the chances are better you're going to lose than win, but you still get mad when you lose. So the same thing's true in crypto. I mean, you know that the chances are better that you're going to, nobody likes being ripped off, But at the same time, like I said, you just got to know who you are, because if you're here for Vegas, then your risk is going to be a lot higher. You may get a big shot, you may not.
I learned, with crypto, if I really wanted to make quick money, I drive down the street and go to the casino. I'll have more fun. I get some drinks. I see some lights and see some people. Versus staying on Twitter, getting the FUD and having the stresses and levels of seeing your charts going up and down, worrying about whether it's a good investment or not. If it's fast money, some people are professionals at it. So if you think you're good, there's probably somebody else out there even better, especially when it involves a script. Especially when it involves a script. Educating yourself and knowing what the potential of a yield of return on investing into a project and helping develop that project at the same time, it's just basic business. When you can build a more solid foundation from the ground up and you understand what you're doing, especially with a company like your guys and say Tom as well too, you have a way more firm ground to build upon, and you can get way higher.
Guys, while we're speaking,
and stability is important. Not to cut Junior off, but literally stability is important. So the people that are here, literally representing Say Tama right now, you guys are rock solid. That's what it's about right there. You guys don't change stance because things are down or things are in the dump. You guys are literally doubling down. And, that's what's important. It's not a cult. It's more of a movement in the sense that you feel like what you're doing is going to be rewarded in the future. And I'm going to be honest with you, I feel like it is too. As long as you guys keep doubling down and people keep doing what they're doing with projects that are legitimate, that are trying to make a difference, dude, like the ship is starting to sail on the old banking system. And when that ship sails, we're going to be at the forefront of everything. We're going to be the financiers. We're going to be the ones giving loans out. So, we're going to need the connections. We're going to need what we have here in DeFi. And, regulation can clamp down tomorrow, but as long as we're all complying with regulation, we're all going to love each other.
Guys, I'm going to do
Tweeter
on the rug screener. And then later on, we'll do the NFT.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's everybody who's participating. And let's see who's the winner of the rug screener. The winner is... Oh, wow. Rahul won, but then...
He missed a tweet. He missed the tweet.
We missed it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So your second is Crypto Boy Iran.
Are you here, Crypto Boy Run? Leave a comment if you're here. If not, we're gonna redraw. Empress still busy looking at her phone, checking out her makeup, seeing if everything's okay.
No, she said she was on multiple calls. You don't realize that she's multitasking online.
I'm just joking with her.
Mm-hmm.
Because the other time I saw her, like.
Listen, I also promised a shirt to the person who also won. So if he would send you the message of his size and everything, I will send that over.
But that's the rug screener. That's not the
Yeah, that was for the NFT.
Either or. Whoever wins the NFT and the rug screener, they both get a shirt. You just let me know. You know what I mean?
Just understand. We will need an address just to send that to you.
Yeah,
just so you know, there's nothing we can do about
You
it.
don't want to dox yourself? No t-shirt.
Yeah. PO boxes work.
Whatever. Refugee and Sakata Empress, Junior Flow. If y'all want a t-shirt, I got a t-shirt.
I do, man.
I'm sorry, I didn't even hear you, John. I was looking at the other. I don't know. I did not hear what you said. I was speaking over you, I guess. Crypto Boys in the house. Congratulations. Make sure you DM Ty for Rise Up with your address, and if you want the t-shirt with your location, so they can send it to you.
And I'll need the BSC address. This is for the rug screener, right?
Yeah, and send me your seed phrase as well too.
Yeah.
By the way,
Yep. Refugee will take that anytime.
Refugee, I'll be waiting for that in the private message.
You don't have a BSC.
12 words is 12 words.
Guys, if you don't have a BSC wallet, just search it up on YouTube, how to create one, right? It's not the Ethereum wallet. It's not the same address. It's on a different blockchain. So there's a few steps you gotta do on MetaMask or whatever wallet you use. And it's easy to find on YouTube, right? So just letting you guys know, but it has to be a BSC address. Correct, Ty?
Yep, BNB Smart Chain.
Gee, somebody's launching something that has a block jump from BNB to something else. Who wonder who that could be?
Metarise.
Say Dama. What? Say the pro. Say the what? Say the pro.
Don't worry, we'll be getting with you guys.
Yeah, and you know what? I was gonna say, positivity, attraction will naturally bring people together. Loyalties, cross branding, promotion, helping each other build up from the ground up. When we can see each other rise up from the ground up, we will be standing next to each other up there, right? We'll see.
That's nice.
We'll help build each other up.
Yep, and I'll be at crypto conferences speaking, and I'll give nothing but good words for Saitama.
Yeah, and we would do nothing but support you guys too for showing your loyalties. In big business and big money, loyalty is priceless commodity.
Yep.
You don't find it very often, and
we'll both be up in Dubai, so don't worry.
Right on, bro.
All right. Congratulations, Crypto Boy. Do we have any questions? I did not see any questions tonight. I don't know if we answered all of them last Tuesday. I want to know some questions on security. I want to learn more. Hey, Junior Empress, Refugee, Cyber, John. Forgot Ty there. But.
That's all right. No big deal.
So, what other questions could we ask in terms of security and in terms? I don't know if you want to keep it up on metaverse or in general, DeFi space. What are some questions that you think? I'm trying to ask this for the new people.
I'm gonna say a lot of those questions will be answered with Ty. I mean, I did a questionnaire for him earlier today for security related questions, This is stuff that is just basic stuff that'll help you get started. But yo, he's been rolling stuff out on a daily basis when it comes to news and press releases, when it comes to security in the crypto space. So we've been trying to pretty much mitigate the information that I know from the stuff that I've learned and literally relay it to our followers. So if you follow Rise Up, literally you'll learn a lot of stuff on a daily basis. We try to teach people everything they need to know. You know, I want you to be on my playing field. I don't want to be an unlevel playing field. I want everybody to understand what they're getting themselves into, you know, and if we do that, we can pretty much mitigate any type of concern of Ponzi scheme or anything of that nature, because really what we're trying to do is we're trying to innovate. At the end of the day, this is all about innovation. The stuff that we're doing, SATA Pro, Rise Up Screener, what MetaRise is doing, like all this stuff is trying to innovate. We're trying to make it easier for people to spend their money where, you know, they're making more money than they're spending, you know, that compounding, all the staking, all the rewards, everything that you're doing is to make you money on a daily basis where you can say, hey, this is my second source of income. And, you know, that's big. That's really big for a lot of people.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Anything else, you guys, Ty, anything pertinent you feel that is absolutely, I mean, the same answer can be given 1,000 times in crypto, 1,000,000 times in crypto,
Yep.
right? Somebody else it's going to be new to somebody else. What is something you want to always say every time, Ty? It's a new investor.
Like I said, what I've said just a minute ago, and that is know your tolerance. That is, to me, that's the biggest thing, because your expectations and keeping them in check is what's mentally going to keep you in check, because those expectations can crush you sometimes. We all know that when it's pumping, it's like a drug. It's like any adrenaline playing sports. It's all of that, you know. But when it's not, and when you feel the pain, it's painful. So just know your expectations and understand the risk and what risk you're willing and able to take. A lot of people are willing to take more risks than they're actually able to. You just can't put yourself in a position. You know, it'll get said over and over again. Never invest more than you can afford to lose. Never.
I see a lot of people running ass first without taking a single breath.
Exactly.
Well, and it's like I said to John, I said, you know, you have power in your house, right? If you utilize over 88% of the power in your house, you're going to blow circuit breakers. So you got to think of life in that sense where, yeah, you might have 100% to use, but you only want to use 60% of it, because if you go beyond that, you could break the house. And that's just it. You know, at the end of the day, it's risk reward.
John is a coder. Is that it? Who's the coder for
No, John. I am.
Okay.
James,
I'm the lead programmer, and I work with Mach 3 Software. John is my chief technological officer of Mach 3 Software, but he's also the marketing guy with Ty and Rise Up.
Okay. Hello, South Math, Marianne. What's up? Good to have you guys here. We just did one giveaway, and then later on we're gonna do another giveaway, but that's gonna be on the NFT.
Hey, Junior, that the crypto boy that won, is that his at?
Yes,
Because he's asking for me to follow back, but I'm not seeing it in the follow, so that's why I'm trying to. I'm not seeing crypto boy in the follows. Not saying it's not there.
Junior posted a comment with his call tag.
Okay, I'll go back. I'll look at that then.
Yeah. And this is the next giveaway we're gonna do on this.
Oh, there it is. It's a Crypto Boy a run. Yeah, at Crypto Boy a run. Just as it's spelled. I got a question. Have you guys seen anybody wear a NFT costume as far as like a cyberpunk or any of that stuff? Wouldn't that be cool? Seeing somebody walk around with 32 blocks on their head, different colors?
I haven't seen anyone.
I got a costume idea for Halloween then. I want to be an NFT.
Yeah.
All right, guys, for everybody in the chat, any security questions you guys would like to ask any of the speakers on the panel, please post the questions up. We always want to thank the gentleman and the lady for joining us every time we ask them to and showing support to the Security Roundtable or the Wolfpack Security Channel and the Saitama Wolfpack and the Rise Up Financial LLC group. Oh, I'm trying to read what was on the screen. Sorry. Whose icon is that in the middle? Junior?
I don't know. Who's what? What?
On the screen. Who's in the middle? Oh, is that? Oh, it's James. It's James.
It's my icon.
I heard you saying wife.
Yeah, I'm changing lighting conditions, and it's like dark, so you can't even see me anyway. So I figured I'd turn the camera off.
No problem. I was answering some DMs. People were asking me some questions. But let me see. I have tweeted you. Awesome. I think he's following already. Crypto Boy. Congratulations. Empress. Empress. Are you there?
She's showing everybody what she's doing.
Do you wanna create a tweet for the giveaway, the NFT?
That's gonna take a while to get that tweet going again. You may use the same tweet that you've already done.
Well, she's not listening, so yes.
Yeah, she's on another. Yeah, she's on another. She's on another Zoom call with some other people too as well.
She's listening to you. Look at that.
No, she's not. Now she's listening to us. Now quiet. She's here. Now she's back.
Now we can't say anymore. So.
I can't believe you said that about her, dude. Take it back.
Yeah.
Well, she didn't hear, so it's all good.
My lips weren't moving, so it didn't count.
You're a ventriloquist. Very nice. Never know what kind of talent people have.
So let's try to do on the same profile. Ty, are you going to be able to show something on Etherscan tonight?
Can we do that next week? I apologize.
Yes, no problem.
But yeah, I'll gladly be able to do that next week, and the rug screener too.
Okay.
We can do both. We kind of got because I don't want to cut it short, to be honest, and I feel like that if we got into it now, we might be here for another hour and a half. Easy, because that's the e-scan is it's time consuming. So that's one of the things we're trying to solve with the rug screeners to make it less time consuming, because there are a lot of people who are willing to do the effort, they're willing to put the effort in, but just don't have the time. You can't make time. So that's what we're trying to do, is make some time for them with the rug screener that pulls that together. But it is important to know how Etherscan works, obviously. So I'd like to go over both basically on the same night. And if you don't mind, like I said, we can do that next week.
Yes, for sure. Guys, so let's do the other giveaway, the NFT.
Don't worry, Crypto Boy, I haven't forgot about you. I'm still, for some reason, I'm not seeing any new tweets on my computer.
It's Crypto Boy A Run.
Okay. Thank you.
So let's see who's the lucky winner. Carlos. Oh my God, is that my buddy Carlos Javier? Is the winner of the NFT. Carlos, are you here? Please come.
I didn't win.
What?
I didn't win. I was trying to win. Like, what the hell?
We'll wait a minute to see if Carlos Javier is in the house. His Twitter is Carlos X45167339. What is that? Your telephone number, buddy? Everybody's looking at this.
Spam it.
You guys are so excited about Seder Pro that you guys are checking out the news.
No,
that's
I'm
amazing. I
replying
am excited as well.
Hey.
Just can't wait for everything to be done.
And
log in already, and
Yeah, and And let me put it out there, like we're on with Junior Flow. You know, Saitama Pro is literally on our pretty much our timetable for development. So eventually we'll get there. We're working there. You know,
I would
it's more
love
of
to see
partnerships and
myself.
trying to develop our utilities. And you know, we'll approach you guys eventually.
Yes, man. I would love to see that. That would be amazing for me in particular. And I'm sure a lot of people in the wolf pack they will like that idea as well. And that would I feel like the
We're
community.
trying to dig deeper in Ethereum. Yep. We're trying to get with Ethereum. So, you know, BSC was just the tip of the iceberg. Like, we're trying to get to Ethereum. We're trying to get to other blockchains, and then we're going to develop our own.
Carlos, you're not answering. Am I gonna have to redraw? Please let me know if you're here. Leave
Oh
a
wait,
comment.
Carlos won.
Carlos Javier won. Yes,
Wow.
Yep.
right here. Carlos
Come on,
Javier.
Carlos.
Carlos
Step it up, bro. Let's go.
Carlos Xavier. There we go. Congratulations. If you comment.
If he does not comment, I'm just gonna keep NFT. Just kidding.
Yeah, we're gonna make that. We're
You
gonna
got to
make
pick
a rule.
Cyber Zero.
Yeah, we're gonna make a rule. If you do not win a giveaway on the channel and you're not here, instead of redropping, we're just gonna rock paper scissors between the panel to see who gets it. So.
Oh,
Sounds fair to
awesome.
me.
I'm with it, refugee. I like it.
Rock paper scissors, Vulcan Fox Spock.
Well,
What movie?
we did it. We did not comment, so let's do
Oh,
it.
you
Oh,
could
dude, you
redraw
want
it
Big
because now
Bang
I
Theory.
finally entered.
Yeah. What was that, Cypress?
You want Big Bang Theory.
You
Oh
can,
my God. Cole,
Kane just
Wow.
won again. Cole
Cole
just
just
won again.
won the second.
Again? Are you kidding me?
Day,
That's
This
man.
guy's the luckiest
what
guy in the
happens.
world.
That's what happens when you have 10 devices and you enter a drawing that only has 23 people.
That's why. That's true. That's a good point.
Cole, are you in the
Right.
house?
So Cole did say that if he won anything on your channel tonight, he's gonna be
yes,
giving it
he
to
did
me
say it.
Yeah.
so that I can give it away on my channel.
Yeah, it is. You know what? That is true. That is very true that he said that. So that is a
He
legal
did say on the
recorded
space. Yes.
Yeah.
Damn, man, press. You remember that?
Of course, I remember that.
Give my stuff.
I have to look out for my listeners.
So, wow, that's a good mind, man. That's
Wait.
why people say women don't forget things, huh?
Wait,
But,
let's see. Oh no, women forget a lot of things. But let's see if Mr. Cole actually responds. I'm not even gonna text him. Ah, crap.
Cole,
He's
you better
here.
respond.
He's here. Dang it. I thought we were gonna get
Now
to
Carlos is commenting as well.
this. Yep, we got everybody
Okay,
around.
guys.
There we
Carlos,
go.
let
Now
me
we
tell you
have-
something, buddy. I am gonna send you a different NFT, okay? Yeah, I'll send you another one. He just commented here. He's like, thank you so much. Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, you made his
all right.
day. You can't say no now.
Yes.
Precious
I'll send
spirit.
you a different NFT, buddy. But that one you saw, that's going for Cole one, and then it's going to Empress channel, and I have to check if it's Ethereum or on Polygon. But I'll send you a different NFT. Next time, make sure you're commenting when you win, because I'm not gonna do this again.
Yeah.
Let you guys know.
Put the hammer down.
Rules are
Yeah,
rules, but
yeah.
Junior's a softie.
Well, he commented not a while after. It was like in the same minute. So
Well, some people may not be able to respond right away because they're at work. Or
He was in
doing-
the restroom.
you know what it
okay?
is? I think when people comment, it doesn't come right away. I think it takes a few seconds to show up for me. So maybe
You might
when
give it
I
a little bit more time next time, Junior. Just
Yeah.
a little bit more time.
Well, be quicker next
45
time,
seconds.
guys. But all right, so we had one rug screener and two NFTs tonight. It's all good.
Sweet. Guys, if I may remind you guys, live right here, don't forget Mr. Danny Z does have a Twitter space open promoting the Bybit contest that we're entered into for Saitama and Sata Pro.
Very nice.
It is a tier 1 exchange with 5 million registered users with $7 billion daily volume, 2 million Twitter followers, a very, very good exchange to come into. There are pertinent information online to send USDT as your vote on the Twitter links. For people in the United States, there are ways around that, just like we did with OKX as well too, by using a VPN. And remember, this is not legal or financial advice.
Yeah, we're not telling you to do that, but people have done that.
I have read it on Google, and I saw it posted somewhere on the bathroom. It said VPN. So, when you deposit $50, you will get a voucher for 50 votes. For every dollar you deposit, you will get 50 votes. For any token that gets to $100,000.
Every dollar you get a vote, man. You don't get 50 votes for a dollar.
No, for every dollar you get a vote, you get 50 votes for $50. For any contestant that is in there that does get $100,000 worth of deposit, they automatically win and get listed anyways. But for the winner, they do get extra incentives as far as rewards and what they're doing with the tokens as well too from Bybit. So a very lucrative opportunity for everybody, including those who partner and wish to partner with Saitama to help booster and bolster their partnerships and listings on tier 1s. Right? Anybody can help will be gladly accepted. And
is Sata Pro app out, or somebody's joking?
I think you're joking. It says LOL.
Is it official? Suthon, are you an official Saitama dev or spokesperson? Suthon?
Forget the scam.
Gene, you're so grateful.
So guys, thank you so much. Cyberzero, James, Ty, Refugee, Empress, everyone, make sure you subscribe to Rise Up Financial LLC YouTube channel. Make sure you're following, you subscribe as well to Empress Education YouTube channel. Make sure you leave a like on this video. Of course, make sure you subscribe to the channel if you have not to, so you can be one of these lucky winners. We be throwing 2, 3, sometimes 4. We have done 5 giveaways on 1 week. We have done it before. So the chances of you guys winning something here on the channel, it's very high. So make sure you help the channel. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you like. Make sure you follow our guests because they put in time to be here as well to help all of us. So make sure you're following them. And any last words, James, for tonight?
I'm going to say next week, be prepared, man. I'm going to be prepared. I'm going to have Who's Connected. I'm going to have the new screener. I'm going to have all kinds of new stuff ready for you guys, so get ready.
And we're doing Etherscan next week, so it'll be a fun one. It's
going to be a good one. It'll be very informative, very educational, very DYOR, you guys need it, and new people need to get into crypto, and we really want to help you. So we don't want you to be steered wrong. We don't want you involved in honeypots. We don't want to have to deal with you and your rug pulls. We just want to be able to help you in the sense that you're making money, because that's what crypto is about. Just like the stock market.
Awesome. Ty?
Yeah, my biggest thing is if anybody needs any help with anything, please reach out. Rise Up will be glad to help you. On our official Twitter channel, anyway, in our Telegram, go ahead.
Let me ask you something. A few weeks back, Henry Lee asked me about what was going on. He told me he asked for you guys' help on figuring out or either trying to block whoever stole his money. Do you guys know about that, or that was with Dave?
It may have been Davey. I'm not sure which.
Yeah.
So sometimes it just depends on who. A lot of times they'll get directed to Davey depending upon what it is especially if they come into Telegram. Now, if they come into our main channel, obviously anybody who's on will attempt to help. Davey's definitely the guru when it comes to a lot of that. So a lot of, if it's something that we don't know, or a mod, that's the big thing. A lot of times, mods just can't quite help to that extent. What was wrong with it again? You said something happened. Would they lose their seed phrase or something? What happened?
I don't remember. I remember he sent all his information to, I think it was Dave then, to Rise Up's team, and he did ask me a few times, but I was trying to talk to Dave. That was like a month and a half ago. Um, yeah, that was a while ago, and
That's
and
like
that,
last year in
he was
crypto
on
world.
vacation.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. As far as, I mean, I don't know exactly which one it is. If they're still looking and they haven't received help, just let us know. If they need to come into the main channel, come, like I said, come to me, and we'll get the information as best we can. Like I said, sometimes you can't help. It just depends on what it is. But we'll do everything we can to help, or at least point them in the correct direction. To get that help from someone they can trust. Because when you start dealing with wallets, it's real touchy who you deal with, because you're going to have to give up some information, and you may end up in a worse place than you started. So,
yeah, for sure. So
and
thank you.
also wanted to say, Empress, I guess send me your ETH address, right? Because you're getting the NFT, correct?
It's for ETH. Okay.
Yeah, it's
what
a
I'm gonna do
Polygon.
is-
I have a bad idea. Empress,
Okay.
get the address of the win and send it to him.
That's exactly what I was about to say.
Okay, that works.
Because it makes
That
it
works.
easier.
Yeah.
It's not an ETH. It's a poly. So the transfer fees are
Low fee.
next to
Yeah,
nothing.
really low,
But
yeah.
But you need
it's
the
an
ETH address, or which
ETH
address?
polys run on ETH addresses. So
Okay.
they're built on
And
the
if
ETH
one
chain.
of you can DM me a photo of it, that would be awesome. I didn't get to see it earlier. My mind was elsewhere. I
I
was
certainly
on
will.
two
It
calls
looks like
at
that.
once.
It looks like this, except in pixels. Is that close? Yeah, that's pretty close.
Yes. So whenever you get a chance, no rush. That would be awesome, because I am doing another giveaway space tomorrow. It's going to be streamed live on YouTube and on Twitter simultaneously.
That token.
And I'll be running a Twitter space at the same time, so it's going to get really interesting tomorrow.
Please make sure you're live following Empress giveaway so you can win and send it to my channel again.
Yeah. I'll be involved in it. I'm trying to get a giveaway.
You know,
Dave's got a baby to take care of. He needs those giveaways.
Ooh, how old?
4 days. 4 days.
4 days. Wow, congratulations. A boy or girl?
Congratulations.
It's a boy, and his name's Jordan.
Jordan.
He was 6 pounds 14 ounces.
Oh, my
So
daughter was 6 pounds 13 ounces.
Yeah, he's a small little guy, and he's cute, and I'm pretty excited, and my girl is so exhausted she passed out on me.
Well, God bless all of you. That's wonderful. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
It's been an exciting week for Rise Up, and
It has
especially
been.
James.
Yeah, really programming everything I've been doing, and having to deal with a new baby and having to look for a house. It's been incredible. Literally, my life has changed before my eyes. In the past 10 years, I've been doing the same thing, and it's like instant change.
Carlos, if you guys have problems, DM me. Just leave a comment and say follow me back. Because asking me to follow you here, I'm not gonna find your Twitter through just the name. So leave a comment, ask me for a follow back, and I'll follow you. Okay?
And
I have a question.
Empress, I sent that NFT, by the way.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for taking the NFT from my channel.
You're welcome. And thank you for taking those 10,000 Saitama from my channel.
Yes.
And I will make an announcement here. Life dictates that we educate and we further the knowledge and the exposure of what crypto is. I am proud to say that next week I will be launching my own YouTube channel specifically for crypto and Saitama. I have 2 names. It's either Refugee 316 or Refugee Uncut. I will try to do videos with completely unfiltered, uncut, and anything. We'll speak from the mind. We'll speak from the heart and from knowledge, right? And when you can speak fluently and process and give information out to people in a logical way, hopefully that gives people a sense that, we're providing valuable information that you can learn from and to better your investment. So hopefully I can bring a different aspect to a YouTube live or stream as well too.
Yo, hit me up, Refugee. I'll do
Yes,
a show with you.
Yes, sir. Looking forward to it.
Awesome.
All right. Thank you, everyone. Thank you,
Miss Empress, did you have anything else?
Well, I just wanted to remind everybody about the giveaway space tomorrow at 10:30. The listeners, feel free to log into, well, not log into, but to access it from YouTube. There will be a Twitter space going on as well. But, you know, if you're not going to be on the speaker panel, please support the channel. Come hang out. Refugee's going to be cracking jokes, I'm sure. He doesn't have a dentist appointment tomorrow.
I have
10:30
a
a.m.
feeling
Junior's going to be there on the panel.
Yeah, I have a feeling I'm
Hi,
going to be
Junior.
in front of a camera for.
I'll be probably listening because I'll be at work, but I'll show up. I'll be listening.
Okay, that's acceptable.
Well, I'm everywhere.
Yes.
So.
I'm gonna
Well,
try
you guys
to win
know-
those tokens. Man, I never won a giveaway.
You did. You won one today.
I didn't win. That was.
I mean,
that
it's
was
not
a
for
few
you.
years
It's to
after
give away
my
on your
first
channel.
reviews. I never won a giveaway. I got donated 3 times, 3 NFTs, but I never won any giveaways on the channel. So I'm trying to go to Empress on Twitter Space tomorrow and see if I can win those tokens. Those will be very welcome.
Hey, Junior, if you win on Miss Empress's channel tomorrow, you want to send that to me so I can give it on my channel?
Yeah, I think you should.
If I win my first giveaway,
How
I'll
many
send
times?
you a different giveaway. But
How many times can you give away the same tokens? That's
Yeah.
the
I
question.
know, right?
Yeah, it's a free gift.
Let's
I
let's
got you
figure it out.
something.
You almost
Did
got
you
me.
win that on the channel last
But,
night?
I'll
It's
tell you
first time
what.
I keep
I'll
it.
tell you what. I did get. I think I still have 2 or 3 NFTs from Donald that he sent me like a float when he did send it. So I'll keep one of those for your first live on your channel. Okay.
Cool. Awesome. Thank you.
Keep one of those for your first live on your channel.
Yeah, we're my goal is to elicit as many co-sponsorship partnerships, collaborations as we can, get our names out here with legitimate companies like Rise Up Official Financial, and have great partnerships to build up upon this crypto world and the crypto project that we're invested into or that we lead. Big business always has to have some kind of collaboration with somebody else, especially when trying to conquer a world and industry just as big as industry and as young as industry and exposed as it is as well too. Everybody has to remember we're still under 4% of the global population for people to understand what we're actually talking about. So I'm looking forward to exposing and educating the rest of the world.
Awesome.
Definitely, man.
We'll be glad
I'm
to help
excited
any way
for
we
it.
can, because that's exactly what we want. We want as many people that do that. That's how we'll make the change. That's how we'll educate people. If we can, as I said before,
mass adoption.
Exactly. We need to build trust, and the only way we're going to build trust is to education from people you can trust, because the only way we'll squeeze out scammers is just by the numbers. To be honest, I mean, just if it's easier to find somebody who's not trying to scam you than it is somebody who is trying to scam you, then that in and of itself will help the problem. But right now, a lot of that might not be the case. So, that's
strength in numbers. Always strength in numbers.
Yep, that's right. And we've always felt that way.
That's why we roll in a pack. Yeah, wolf pack.
And we've always felt that way, that we want to combine. We want to get all projects, legitimate projects together, and we all need to work together because we're all after the same thing, and if we work together, we can put the different utilities that we have and we can change the world, So
McDonald's needs Visa. McDonald's needs an ice machine. McDonald's needs a supplier. McDonald's needs something. One business cannot rely on itself only. It will always
McDonald's needs to fix their McFlurry machine because that shit's always broke.
Dairy Queen and McDonald's and Wendy's had a pretty good meme battle last week over their ice cream machine again. So
but both of their ice cream machines suck anymore. I remember Dairy Queen used to turn their blizzards upside down. They don't even do that anymore because them shits will drip out of the cup.
Yeah, it's because it's all fluff now. It's all like a marshmallow.
It's post-COVID. It's post-COVID.
I'm ready to hear the comments. Thank you all. Appreciate it. Thursday, we'll be here on the Wolfpack Roundtable. Thank you all that are participating, and I'll see you guys on Thursday or
Okay.
tomorrow on Empress in Space.
Sweet.
Good night, everyone. Thank you.
Good night.
Good night,
Bye.
everyone.